करते हुए आज तमाम कार्यकर्ता जो है मनमोहन सिंह अमर रहे के नारे जो है लगाते हुए यहाँ पे नजर आ रहे हैं। हम आपको लाइव तस्वीरें जो है कांग्रेस हेडक्वार्टर से दिखा रहे हैं कि मनमोहन सिंह के पार्थिव शरीर को जो है कांग्रेस मुख्यालय लाया गया है। उनकी तमाम फैमिली
viewers, in fact, as you can see on your screens, these are the live visuals of in fact the mortal remains and the final journey of the former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh being brought to the AICC headquarters. Rahul Gandhi, as my colleague in fact has mentioned, is seen leading the mortal remains. In fact, at this point of time, he is carrying the remains, as you can see in the visuals, viewers, that have reached now the AICC headquarters. The final journey has begun of Dr. Manmohan Singh, and this is in fact the tribute, the legacy that Dr. Singh has left behind for in fact the nation to learn and to get inspired from. At the same time, for in fact the Congress party here gathering in large numbers, and the supporters and workers here present to give the farewell and the last tribute to Dr. Singh, as his mortal remains have in fact been brought at the AICC, and they will now be kept for the public display and for all the Congress party supporters and workers, including the top high command, to give their last respects and their tributes before it in fact goes to Nigam Bodh Ghat. All right, Sumit Peer in fact joins me live on the broadcast. Sir, very good morning. It is in fact a very nostalgic time when the nation is mourning the loss of such a mild-mannered technocrat and India's most important political icons. This is in fact the final journey that we are looking at right now has begun of Dr. Singh. Congress leaders and High Command is coming to pay their last tributes, while there is in fact a memoir of how significant the contributions of Dr. Singh has been during his tenure and during the leading of the Congress party post-independence. Mr. P.
First of all, it's a very touching moment and a very, I don't know how to describe it. First of all, Om Shanti, because Dr. Singh is a leader who goes beyond the party lines. He's a leader who is phenomenal contribution. So we should not see him as a congressman or a Congress leader only, but we should see him as a son of India who has done substantial and great work for the upliftment of India. He is the person who kind of brought in the thought of reforms. He was at the Narasimha Ramji's government. He was the person who kind of got this thing that yes, if we can do the reforms, and a lot of things can change. And then his continuous, whatever he could do in his tenure, he was a person who would continuously go ahead and do it. Even if you look at the US nuclear deal, civil nuclear deal, he was a person who was very instrumental in that. And Dr. Singh, with all the limitations he had, with all the compulsions he had, with all the coalition dharma and all, but still, if you look at him, very honest man, very impeccable man. I mean, his temperament was completely down to earth, and he was a man who would go and get the job done. And even if you see at that, the kind of insult he had been, when the audience was torn and all that, he didn't take it personally. He just thought what is for the good of the country, he will continue with that. And what people rightly say, ma'am, is at times he was the right man in the wrong party. If he would have been in another party, possibly his legacy would have been much bigger and taller, which is bigger and taller today. There is no doubt on it, but it could have been much bigger and taller. But, his contributions are there. And this is the man who has contributed as an RBI governor, he has contributed as a finance minister, he has contributed as a prime minister. And his down-to-earth attitude, these very humble things. And the best part of his is he will not get into a lot of this tu main of the active politics. He will talk less, he will reply less. And all his tenure, even after not being the prime minister, he has not made any controversial statements. He has not been a typical politician who is trying to score brownie points here and there. So Mr. Singh or Dr. Manmohan Singh ji will be known for his legacy, will be known for his work. And when you think of Dr. Manmohan Singh, the first thing you think is reforms and development. So that is the legacy which goes to Dr. Singh.
That is the legacy, in fact, that you are mentioning, that